So in this video today, I want to give you a friendship activity that you can do with older students. Now, it's going to be somewhat similar to a previous one that I talked about, but in particular, I think this is a great activity for older students, and that's because it's called inviting others to join. And of course, we know that as students get older, we have more and more issues in terms of cliques, in terms of friendship groups that don't allow others to be involved, people feeling left out on the sidelines, and so forth. So one of the best ways, I think, to talk about that is to, number one, talk about the importance of helping everyone feel like they belong somewhere, and then helping students to practice through role play how they can be inclusive, how they can be sensitive to the needs of others, talking about empathy here, how they can notice when there's somebody who does not feel like or doesn't seem to have a place where they belong, and how you can go about inviting students or other people, maybe even new students, to join in an activity. So there's a lot to discuss here. There's certainly a lot to talk about early on in the lesson and to process through. But the actual activity simply involves a role play where you have a group of friends who are doing something. Let's say they could be talking, they could be playing a game at recess, they could be sitting together at lunch, they could be studying in study hall. I mean, there's lots of different scenarios, and you could certainly survey students and get some ideas, or you could just use some scenarios that you know are often a problem. You would divide up the class into some sort of groups. You could have pairs to do this. You could divide students into small groups where they would practice this. And then the objective of the scenario is to have one person who is on the outside of the social circle, whatever that is, and then have the group that is the other students invite that student to join in. And so there is a dialogue involved here. There is perception. There's the importance of noticing when somebody is on the outside. And then there is the importance of learning how to invite someone in a friendly way, in a kind way, in a sensitive way, and then how to follow through on that so that it's not just a hollow invitation of, hey, come on over, but actually helps them feel a part of things and join in that, either that activity or that discussion or whatever is going on. So you're going to have probably students take turns. You can have one student be the new student or the person on the outside of the group, and another group that invites that student to be a part of their group, and then you can switch that off. And I think it's important that everyone have an opportunity to be that individual who is on the outside and wants to be invited in. So this is an activity that promotes inclusion. It promotes kindness and welcoming conversations, and promotes everybody having a place where they feel like they belong. A great activity that you can do with any of the upper grades. I think it takes a certain amount of understanding and maturity to work through this sort of scenario and to learn this sort of situation. So I'm Lynn Watts. I hope that is helpful to you, and thanks so much for listening.